Aisha, welcome to Tuesday tutorial. As promised, on Tuesdays, not every Tuesday, but if you see a video from me on Tuesday, it will be tutorial. So I had few requests for different type of tutorials. This one is with my new Inglot eyeshadows. I've done Inglot tutorial with the first set of eyeshadows that I bought, and today I've done it with the new ones, and that was requested. It is really not difficult. I will zoom in and I hope you can recreate that look. So if you want to see how it's done, keep on watching. Okay, so I have already done this eye just for speed. Let me do this one. So first of all, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Prime Potion. Use the original one. Put it all over my lid. And then put a bit underneath as well, because put eyeshadow here as well. Okay, so we're going to be using my Inglot palette, and as you know, they just have numbers, not names, so I will tell you what names I'm using. It's basically just really 4 eyeshadows, and if you have 4 of those, you could do this look. So first of all, I'm going to take big eyeshadow brush. This one is, I think, Crown brush, and it's just called Oval Shadow. And I'm going to go into 397P, which is like a pearly pink, and I'm going to put it on my marble lid, and maybe even tiny bit higher, so just above my natural crease. Okay, now I am going to take 360M, which means it's matte, and is that one. And I think you can see now my hooded eye, how low it is lying on my eyelashes, and you can see that on the made up one. Because my eyes are drooping more and more, I have to do a lot of darker eyeshadow much higher up than you would do on a normal eye that is not hooded and droopy. So I'm going into 360 matte and looking straight, so you don't go like this, because then you won't see where naturally you need to put the eyeshadow. You just very, very lightly, in like a wiper motion, go under your eyebrow. Can you see that there? Just leave tiny bit under the eyebrow to put highlighter there. And this is also like a template for me, so I know how high to go with my other colors. So just go over it a few times, very lightly. That's another thing, we can't really, with more mature eyes, because they are more crepey and the skin is not so taut, you can't just go in with the brush, because you're going to move the skin back and forth and your eyeshadow will be all over the place. So you do it very lightly so the skin doesn't move much. And these eyeshadows have such a good pigmentation that you don't have to really work at it to get some color. Okay, after that I am going to take Royal&Langnickel brush, and what is that one called? Shadow brush. I really love these brushes. They're very small, and I like working with small brushes. And I'm going to go into 402P, which is mid-taupe pearly color, and I am just going to concentrate in this corner. I will cover probably 1/4 of my lid, and I'm not going above that dark one. Okay, now if you have brush like this, I strongly recommend brush like this. It's a angle brush but fluffy, and it's quite small. This one is from Costco, Kirkland one, and I probably got it about 3 years ago, but I'm sure you can get them from somewhere else. Love that brush because it's so easy to work your crease. So now with that brush I will go to 378 matte, which is this dark brown. It's a dark brown, but it's got like a aubergine, eggplant undertone. I love it, and it goes so nice with the pink one that I've put on there. It's not too purple, but it's like a taupey eggplant dark brown type of color. So I put that brush in there, I turn it that way so the pointy bit points down. I stick it here so the point touches my natural crease, and just go like this with it, and as you can see that gives me like a natural shape. If you are not sure where to start this, go in with a small brush first, and I use another angle brush, but it is eyebrow brush, and I take the 402 and I go underneath with it first. So now I can extend it from here. See, I've gone too far with the other one. That's why maybe it's good, especially when you have hooded eyes, to do this first. So you give yourself template. You see how far to go, yeah? So don't go really past the end of your eyebrow, because that will give the illusion of the eye drooping even more. And you want the eye, bring the eye up, so don't go past the end of your eyebrow, the tail of your eyebrow. So now I'm gonna go with the very dark one and go over it. That's the 378. I will list all these shadows down below, and don't worry if it's a hash line, because we're gonna blend it. Okay, so I'm going back with that fluffy angled one and work here now on it. And I'm not going all the way around, just sort of halfway, because I will blend it. I don't want very, very, very sharp line. It's not like a cut crease, it's more blended look. So just halfway. Then I take my fluffy brush, and I've talked about this brush. It's Royal&Langnickel Pro Crease C430. Love these brushes. I got them on Amazon, and I use that one all the time for blending. It's magnificent for slow soft blending. Similar brush to that one is Sigma, I think. Where's my Sigma brush? Yes, this one, Sigma E45. But as you can see, it's a bit smaller, so this one's probably better to do your crease but not blend so much. I love blending with that one. And I'm just going on the edge of that and bringing it inside my eye. So I bring a bit of that dark inside, but it's not as dark as on the edge. Okay. And now that is really done, but what you do now, if you want to make this corner a bit darker, you keep going with the dark one. What I usually do, I use any black shadow. I've got here MAC Black Tide. This one's got a bit of glitter in it. And I go a bit in a corner. I like this, the emphasis on that corner, because then it gives the illusion of your eye really lifted. Okay, and just keep blending. Honestly, don't worry about harsh lines, because as long as you blend, especially with something soft like that, there is no problem at all. And now I'm going to take MAC 218 for the highlight, and I'm going to use 355, which is matte, from that Inglot palette and just go here right under my brow and a bit on the edge of that darker shadow as well. Also I can use 30 AMC Shine, which is a bit more shiny one, and I will put it in a corner here, and that's your eyeshadow done. So I think it's quite it's not too complicated. Now I am not using liquid eyeliner, so for this look I'm going to use Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Perversion. And what I'm doing with that, I'm just gonna pull my eye slightly, draw a line. It doesn't have to be perfect, that's what's good with it. If you're not very good with eyeliner, use something like this because it's quite workable, but it stays. So draw a line down your lash line, and at the end flick it a bit, doesn't matter how, because then I am taking, you know, this pointy sponge smudger brush, and I'm just going to smudge it. You see, sometimes smudged line is much nicer, it's not so harsh. And I will put some in my waterline as well. I like that in my waterline. Gives more definition. You can smudge that as well. And that's it. Now we do mascara. And for my mascara today, I chose Clinique High Impact. And I always go over any mascara with my Maxfactor Experience. But I'm going to use false lashes, but I want to show you, if you didn't want to use false lashes, how you would look just with mascara. Okay, while I'm waiting for the mascara to dry before I put my false lashes on, I am going to do my lips. I have I put this morning tiny bit of Bobbi Brown lipstick, just tiny bit, so it was my lips were not very dry. For my lip liner, I will use Miss Sporty Mimi lip liner. I don't think they are very easily available. I am not sure. But what's very similar to that is Rimmel lip liner in Eastern Snob. This one's a bit more mauvey, I would say. Okay, and then for my lipstick I will use L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in 303 Tender Rose. I hope you can see that. And then for my gloss, one of my favorite glosses ever from Lancome. The problem is, I think it's called Pink My Ride, and it's in number 316. But I can't remember the actual name of the gloss. I love it. You know, it's one of those that in the sunshine really comes to life. Because my eyes are quite strong, I like to do my lip a bit paler. Okay, let's put the lashes. And for my eyelashes, and I really like them, these are one of my favorites. They Eylure 107. I like the lashes that are shorter in a corner of your eye and longer, because that will elongate your eye as well. Also, these seem to be quite good size. I don't have to trim them, so these ones are one of my favorites. And I am going to use glue that came with it, but I can't find it. I haven't worn false eyelashes for so long that I had real problem putting that one on today. But you can see the look without eyelash and with eyelash. It does make it a bit more special, I think, with eyelashes. Lift your eye even higher. Just remember, with hooded eyes, don't let the end of the eyelash go past your lash line, and put a tiny bit higher at the end, because sometimes if it's too long and goes down, your eye will have the illusion of being even more hooded. So as you know, I have to wait for about a minute for the glue to go tacky, and then we try to apply it. And remember, always before you apply it with the glue, try it dry if it's not too long. If the lash is too long, always trim it from the longest side, not from here, because you want the really short ones. Otherwise, if you trim it from here, you will have very long lashes in a corner, which is not very natural. So always trim from the longer end. Okay, let's have a go. Okay, so in this corner, hope you can see it, I've put the lashes tiny bit higher. I've left like a millimeter gap between my own lashes and the false lashes. And if you have a gap there, you shouldn't, because if you've put the black eyeliner, the gap shouldn't show. But if you do, just stick in a bit of black eyeliner and you won't see the gap. So the glue will dry clear, and that's the finished look. Okay, so that's the finished look from a bit of a distance. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you liked it, and I see you soon. Bye.